Hello everyone, my name is Sushil. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So we have seen a number of videos as far as this function is concerned. Okay, we have already seen the graphs of modulus function. Now what we will do, we will go for the properties of the modulus function. Okay, so I'm going to write the properties of the modulus function right here on the board, and we will see some examples based on that. Okay, so without getting any delay, let's get started. So the first property I'm going to write here. The first property is like if anywhere it is written like modulus of x is equals to a. So we can expand this like x is equals to plus minus a. Okay, what is the meaning of that? Here modulus of x is equals to a. We have already seen the graphs of modulus function. Okay, the graph of the modulus function is like that. Okay, this is y-axis, this is x-axis. Okay, so we have seen this is y is equals to mod of x graph. Okay, here we will expand this. This will be equals to x if x positive. Okay, x minus x if x negative. We have seen that. Okay, so this is the expansion of this graph. Okay, what is the meaning of that? Y will always be positive, because modulus function will always be a positive function, because this is lying above the y-axis. In the that means each and every value of y is positive. Okay, this is lying above the x-axis. Okay, so that's why I'm saying this is the expansion of modulus function. Okay, so if the inner function of any modulus function is positive, then we will expand it like as it is. Okay, if the inner function of the modulus function is negative, then we will put a additional sign of negative additional sign, so that this may become a overall positive quantity. For example, here minus 2. Okay, example I'm taking minus 2. Okay, minus 2 example I'm taking. This is modulus of minus 2. Okay, here minus 2 is negative. But when we will expand this now, because this inner portion is negative, we can say simply, so we will expand this, then minus 2, and we will put a negative sign, because we are expanding a modulus function in which inner portion is negative. That's why I am putting a negative sign here. Same here. So overall it will become positive. That's what I am saying. Okay, so this is the meaning of that. Modulus function will always be positive, and this will if the inner portion is positive of the modulus function, then that portion will expand like with a positive sign, otherwise it will be a negative sign. Okay, so this is the meaning. Okay, so this is how we can expand this. If modulus function of x equals to a, that means x is equals to plus minus a. With the graph we can see also. Here this is the modulus function. I'm assuming a y. I'm assuming also a y. Okay, because both are equal now. If a is positive or negative, this doesn't matter for me. Okay, so here y is equals to a. Here this line and modulus function is intersecting at 2 points. Okay, that's this 2 point. This is y is equals to x line. This is y is equals to minus x line. Okay, so what will be the value of this x? X will be a. X will be minus a. Okay, that's what I am saying. Okay, so we can say the value of x will be plus minus a if modulus of x is equals to a. Okay, I hope it is clear. There should not be any problem in it. Okay, now we will go for the another property. The other property is like if modulus of function is greater than a, so we can expand this like x greater than a or x less than minus a. Okay, we can expand this like this. Okay, so we will prove this. I'm going to draw the graph of this modulus function again. This is the graph of the modulus function. This is y-axis, this is x-axis. Here I'm saying a, so a is somewhere. It may be possible that a is here. This is y is equals to a line. Okay, so this modulus function is greater than a, that means this modulus function is greater than a. That means we are focusing only on the for this portion. Okay, for this portion, I mean I'm saying that for x equals to a, x equals to minus a. Okay, minus a. This is the point. Okay, so I am saying that for each and every value of x less than minus a, we can say modulus of x will be greater than a. Okay, this is y is equals to modulus y is equals to a line, this is modulus function. Okay, here I am saying modulus function will be greater than a, then we need to find the values of x. Okay, so we need to find the values of x. How can we find the values of x? This is y is equals to x line, this is y is equals to minus x line. We are focusing only for these values of x. Okay, only because only for these values of x modulus function is going to be greater than a. Okay, so we need to find the values of x. Here y is equals to a, this is y is equals to x line. If you will put y is equals to a, then what will be the value of x? X will be a. Here similarly we can find the value of x for the intersection point for this point also. This will be minus a. Okay, so here we can expand this like x will be greater than a. Okay, or means x less than or minus a. Okay, this is how we can expand. This is very easy. Okay, so another example I am going to take. Here I am going to write modulus of x greater than b greater than a. Okay, less than b greater than a. Here I am going to say that a less than b. Okay, I am going to say a less than b. So we need to find the values of x for which this inequality is satisfying. Then what do we do? We will simply draw the graph of this modulus function. Okay, so first I will rub this. So here this is the graph of modulus function. This is minus x line and this is x line. Okay, this is y, this is x. Okay, so I am saying modulus of x is less than b. I am saying modulus of x is less than b and greater than a. Okay, and I have already said that a is less than b. So b will be somewhere here, y is equals to b line, and a will be somewhere here, y is equals to a line. Okay, so we need to find the values of x for which this inequality is satisfying. This is the graph of modulus function. Okay, so only this portion of this graph is satisfying this condition. Why? I am saying modulus of x is less than b greater than a. How can we say in this graph also the same property? We can say this is y equals to b line and this is y is equal to modulus function. Okay, and this is y is equals to a line. We need to lie in between b to a. Okay, so we are going to take only these values of x. Okay, so this is the graph of our interest. Okay, so I am going to calculate the values of this. Okay, how coordinate values of x, these points. Okay, these are the points of focus. Okay, so how can we find the values of x so that we can expand this inequality? This is y is equals to x line. We can say simply this is y is equals to minus x line. Okay, there is no doubt in it. Okay, so y is equals to x. So here y is equals to b. Then we can say here x equals to b. Okay, similarly x equals to a we can find. Here when we will put y equals to a, then what will the value of x will be a. Okay, so similarly here this is y is equals to minus x. When we will put when we will put y is equals to b, then what will the value of x? X will be minus b. Okay, minus b, and here minus a similarly. So we can find the values of x here from this. So I am going to write the values of x for which this inequality is satisfying. X belongs to, so I am going to write in another way. X should be less than minus a greater than minus b. Okay, or x should be less than b greater than a. Okay, minus b से a के बीच में we need to lie in between from minus b to a minus a and or a to b. Okay, x should be less than minus a to minus b. Okay, x should be less than minus a and greater than minus b, or x should be less than a less than b or greater than a. Okay, and greater than a. This is the expansion of this inequality. So with the help of the graph we can easily find the values of expansion of any inequality. Okay, so I am going to write one more property, like here it is written like we can say mod of x greater than a. So how we can expand this? With the help of the graph, we can simply say, I'm going to draw the graph of this. This is y is equals to a line, this is y is equals to x-axis, y or x-axis. Here we need to focus only on this portion, okay, because modulus function is greater than a for only these values of x, okay. So here it will be minus a, it will be a, okay. So we can simply say x should be greater than a or x should be less than minus a. These are the values of x for which this inequality is satisfying, okay. I hope it is clear. There should not be any problem in it. We have seen a number of graphs as far as this modular function is concerned, okay. So I'm going to write one more property. Before that, I should rub this. Here somewhere it is written like that. These are the inequalities as far as this modulus function properties is concerned, okay. If anywhere it is written like modulus of x plus y is equals to mod of x plus mod of y, so we can simply say x multiplied by y should be greater than 0, okay. This will be only this equality will satisfy if and only if this condition will satisfy, okay. We will see some one example based on that. Another property is like, if modulus of x minus y is equals to modulus of x plus modulus of y, okay. This equality will satisfy if and only if x y will be negative. So these are the properties, or we can say some equalities and inequalities as far as the modulus function is concerned, okay. We will see one example based on that. So I'm going to take one example like here, modulus of x square minus 1 plus sin x, okay, is equals to modulus of x square minus 1 plus sin x. Somewhere it is written like that, okay. So we need to find the values of x for which this equality is satisfying, okay. And it is also given like modulus of x should be less or equals to 2 pi greater than or equals to minus 2 pi, okay. It is given like that, okay. So we need to take only those values of x which are lying in between minus 2 pi to 2 pi, okay. So what we will do? We will solve the example based on this property, okay. So I'm going to take one term, this is x, this is y, okay. These are the two functions I'm going to take, and we need to expand this. This is given like x square minus 1 plus sin x and the modulus of x. These are written in the separated form, okay. So we can simply say with the property of the modulus function like x square minus 1 multiplied by sin x should be greater than 0, okay. So this inequality we need to solve so that we can find the values of x, and after getting the values of x we need to collect only those values of x which are lying in between minus 2 pi to 2 pi, okay. So this is very easy. We need to solve this inequality, okay. So we have seen number of what are the points of inversion, okay. So we will collect the points of inversion. Here we can simply say x minus 1, x plus 1 and sine of x, okay, positive, okay. So here I'm going to draw a number line. This is minus 1, this is 1, okay. These are the points of inversion as far as this inequality is concerned, okay. And from the sin x, how can we find the points of inversion? This will be 0. This will change its sign for what values of x, okay. So I'm going to draw the graph of this sine function, okay. This is 0, pi, 2 pi, okay, and minus 2 pi, minus pi, okay. So this is y axis, this is x axis. I think there should not be any problem as far as this sine function graph is concerned, okay. So we need to collect the values of x for which this inequality is changing its sign, okay, and we need to lie in between minus 2 pi to 2 pi, okay. So here this sine function is changing its sign from minus at minus 2 pi and minus pi, 0, pi, 2 pi. All are the points of inversion. Okay, and here equality sign is there, so we need to lie in between other points of inversion like minus 2 pi, this is minus pi, okay, and this is minus 1, this is 0, 1, pi, 2 pi, okay. So this is how we can draw the each and every point on the number line based on the magnitude of the each and every points of inversion, okay. So now what we will do, we need to simply collect the values of x for which this inequality is satisfying, okay. So we need to lie in between this minus 2 pi to 2 pi, okay. Other values will also be there, but we will not consider other values of x for which this sign function is changing its sign, okay. Sorry. So what we will do here for 2 pi, for x greater than 2 pi, what will be the sign of this sign function, okay. This will be positive, okay. So this will be positive, and this will alternatively positive, okay, because if we will put the values of x greater than 2 pi, then this will be positive, this will also be positive, okay. So overall it will be positive, okay. Now we have all the points of inversion, and this will change its sign, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, alternatively at each and every points of inversion, okay. Simply we can collect the values of x for which this inequality is satisfying, okay. So this is okay, this is positive, these are the values of x, these are the values of x, these are the values of x, okay. So we need to collect all the values of x, okay. So we can take 2 pi, okay. So this is how we can collect the values of x. So what will the values of x for which this inequality is satisfying? Minus 2 to pi to pi, okay. Minus 2 pi to minus pi, union minus 1 to 0, union 1 to 2 pi, 1 to pi, okay, union 2 pi to 2 pi to we need not to go beyond the 2 pi, because we need to lie in between minus 2 pi to 2 pi, okay. So no need to write these values of, okay. So these are the we cannot take minus 2 pi, so we are not taking, because that's why I'm writing open bracket, okay. So this is minus 2 pi to minus pi, union minus 1 to 0, union 1 to pi, okay. So these are the values of x for which this inequality is satisfying, okay. So alternatively we can say these are the values of x for which this equality is satisfying, this equality is satisfying, okay. So this is how we can collect the values of x, okay. So this is the example that I'm going to take. We need to extract the values of x for which this inequality is satisfying, okay. So what we'll do, we will simply use the property of modulus function, like given already, modulus of b, x less than b greater than a, okay. Then we can expand this like x less than b greater than a, or x less than minus a greater than minus b, okay. So once again I'm going to give you the reason why this is going to be. Here I'm saying this is mod function, okay. This is y-axis, this is x-axis, this is a, that means y is equals to a, this is y is equals to b, okay. So we can find the coordinate of these. This is going to be a, this is going to be b, this is going to be minus a, this is going to be minus b, okay. We can find the coordinate, okay. Modulus of, we are saying that modulus of x is lying in between minus a to a to b, okay. So we need to extract the values of these values of x only. So here we can say x should lie in between minus b to minus a, or x should lie in between a to b. This is what we have written here, okay. So we are going to use this property like this. 3x minus 2 should be less than 7, greater than 5, or 3x minus 2 should less than 5 greater than -7. Okay, so this is the property that we are going to use. Okay, now what we'll do, I would like to tell you one more thing, that what is the difference in between or and and. Okay, so we will see this in this question itself. So here we can simply solve the inequality. Here we will move this 2 in both the sides. I mean, we will add 2 in both the sides. Then what we'll do, this is going to be 7 plus 2 9, and this is going to be 5 plus 2 7. This is going to be, that means we can say 3 less than 7 by 3. Okay, so, with this we can find these values of x. Okay, simply again we will add 2 in both the sides. 3x minus this is going to be minus 5 plus 2 greater than -7 plus 2. Okay, so here we can say this is going to be -3, this is going to be -1 greater than -5 by 3. Okay, -5 by 3. So these are the values of x, and I am saying this is or. Okay, or. Now what we'll do, we'll simply draw all these points on the number line, on a number line. This is number line. This is 3. This is going to be -5 by 2 will be the least. -1 will be like this. -1 will be like this, and this is going to be 7 by 3. This is going to be 7 by 3, and 3 will be the maximum. Okay, according to this inequality, what we will do, we will simply, okay, according to this inequality, okay, now or means union. Spelling mistake may be there. This but the meaning of union means this. Okay, and means intersection, and means intersection. Okay, so we are going to use this. Here I am saying x belongs to -5 by 3 to -1, and we are going to union this. Okay, or add this, because we can take these values of x or these values of x. Okay, union means addition, 7 by 3 to 3. Okay, so this is how we can calculate the values of x as far as the inequality is concerned. Okay, so these are the values of x for which this inequality will satisfy. Okay, so I'm going to take one more example as far as this modulus function is concerned. Okay, so we need to calculate the values of x for which this inequality is satisfying. Now how do we do? We will simply draw the graphs. We cannot actually draw the graph. Okay, we will assume this as a variable. Okay, so simply we will assume this as a variable like y. Okay, so we need to calculate the values of y for which this inequality is satisfying. Okay, so this is, I'm going to take my y minus 1, y minus 4 positive. Okay, so here this is 1 4 positive negative positive. Okay, so we need to calculate. Here we can say 1 or 4. Here we can say y should be less than 1, or here we can take these values of x or these values of x, or means addition. We can say we are not certain that we are going to take whether these values of x or these values of x. That's why I'm going to take or. Okay, or y is greater than 4. Okay, we will substitute by value of y as mod of x less than 1 or modulus of x greater than 4. Okay, we will use the property like modulus of x less than 1 greater than -1. Okay, or x greater than 4 or x less than -4. Okay, we can expand these properties. Okay, I have already given you the properties. Now what we will do, going to extract this, collect all the values of x for which this inequality is satisfying. Okay, is so this is the number of number line. This is -1. First -4 is the least, minus 1, this is 1, this is 4. Okay, according to this inequality, what will do? We will simply, okay, now according to this, x should be greater than 4 or x should be less than minus 4. Okay, so we need to collect all the values of x. Okay, so we need to collect, so x belongs to minus infinite to minus 4 union minus 1 to 1 union 4 to infinity. Okay, so this is how we can collect all the values of x for which this inequality will satisfy. Okay, so I hope it is clear. There should not be any problem. We have seen a number of examples based on that, the inequalities. Okay, so this is how we can solve the inequalities. Okay, so I'm going to take one more example. So this is another example that I'm going to take as far as the model function is concerned. Okay, so modulus of x upon x minus 1 is greater than or equals to 1. Okay, so we need to collect all the values of x for which this inequality is satisfying. Okay, so we need to use the property like modulus of x greater than a, then we can expand this modulus of x should be greater than or equals to a, or x should be less or equals to minus a. Okay, we need to use this property. We can use the graph also of this function. Okay, I have already told you how to extract these values. Okay, so I need to use this property according to this. Okay, so modulus of x minus 1, okay, should be greater than or equals to 1, or x upon x minus 1 less or equals to minus 1. Okay, so this is how we can expand this. Okay, now we need to calculate the values of x from here and here, then we need to take the union so that we can find the values of x as far as this inequality is concerned. Okay, now what we'll do, we will solve this. Minus 1 should be greater than or equals to 0, or we can say this is going to be in the numerator, denominator. This is x minus x plus 1 upon x minus 1. Okay, greater than or equals to 0. Here this is going to be 1 upon x minus 1 greater than or equals to 0. So here this is the only points of inversion. 1 is the points of inversion, because for the values of x greater than 1 this is going to be positive, and for the values of x less than 1 this is going to be negative. Okay, so this will be positive, this will be negative. Okay, but we need to this equality sign is there, so we need to take all the values of x. Okay, okay, so this is how we can calculate the values of x for which this inequality is satisfying. Okay, this portion of the inequality is satisfying. Okay, but we cannot take 1. Okay, why we cannot take 1? If we will put x equals to 1, then this function is going to be undefined. Okay, so because 1 upon x 1 minus 1 this is going to be 1 by 0, 1 upon 1 minus 1 this is going to be 1 minus 1 is going to be 1 by 0. This is undefined. Okay, so we cannot use 1. Okay, so that's why I'm saying that here 1 is not included, so I'm to take exclude 1. Okay, so here we can extract the values of x should be greater than 1. Okay, to satisfy this inequality. Similarly we will solve this also. Here I'm saying this x upon x minus 1 plus 1 should be less than 0, equals to 0. Okay, so here x 2x minus 1 upon x minus 1 greater equals to 0. Here this is 1 by 2 is the point of inversion, 1 is the point of inversion, 1 by 2, but 1 cannot be equal, x cannot be equals to 1. Okay, so equality sign is there, so this is this is going to be 1 by 2, this is going to be 1, because 1 is greater than 1 by 2 now. This is 1. Okay, positive, negative, positive. Okay, so here we need to focus on 1 by 2, but we can this is going to we are going to include 1 by 2, but we cannot take include 1. Okay, so here this is hollow. Okay, so we need so here we can say x should less than 1 greater than or equals to 1 by 2. Okay, now we need to take the union of these values. Okay, so I'm going to finalize the question. This is going to be 1 by 2, this is 1. So according to this inequality, this is going to be like this. Okay, according to this inequality, this is going to be like this. Okay, now we need to collect all the values of x so that we can sum up all the values. Okay, so we are going to take the union. So x belongs to close bracket 1 by 2 to 1 union 1 to infinity. Okay, 1 cannot be included in the values of x. Okay, otherwise this is going to be undefined. Okay, so these are the values of x for which this inequality will satisfy. I am going to stop here. In the next tutorial we will see some more as far as the function is concerned. Okay, so if you're liking my videos, then please do subscribe to my channel and share these videos to your friends so that they can get some benefit out of it. Okay, thank you guys.